Alright guys, the last episode has been pretty interesting. We got to the camp of the humans. We did drink a lot, now we're completely hungover, and yeah, we are also low on health, we are low on energy, and we are a decent amount, you know, let's say it this way, we are hungry, so we'll do need to eat something. But I think first, since it's currently raining, we have to put up our hood as well, since, you know, I'll have to be ready. I'm gonna take these shoes, actually in the wilds, the boots, and the other one we can take in the cities or something. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's fine. And then, yeah, the rest is also alright. Okay, so beautiful. So we do have, we can drink wine here, definitely not. Hello. Wait, this is free? No, this is not free. Yeah, I think we'll need to go back to our camp. You know, I think the quest with Mott isn't that far off here, but I still want to get some health back before we do that, so we'll just have to follow the road out of here and then eventually go over here, or let's say over here. Right, or better way, I think we're gonna go back at home, sleep, get some health back again, and then, you know, enjoy the day. But yeah, now we're in the wild, so we'll have to... Hello! We'll have to manage to sort of organize ourselves here in the wilds. Wait, this is probably the wrong way. Right now I'm gonna probably walk... Yeah. I need to go upright. And I think since we're not really, since it's the first time here in the woods, I think we should just stick a little bit to the road. Early morning, everything is raining. But here we are. Okay, so I'll have to stay on the road. It's currently the only safest spot, and Henry's not in the mood yet, since especially he's already low in health. Just to go into the wilds here, because you never know what there might be, right? Bandits, humans, wolves, boars, traps, whatever, right? So there's a lot of danger here. And yeah, Henry's obviously not in the mood for that. We would rather just stay in the path. By the way, guys, we also did get some money here, so we have now like halfway of the money we need for pebbles, and I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm also not sure what they plan to do over here. I think it's a horse race or something. Can we take this road? No, I think we're... Nope. This would probably lead somewhere over here, so I'm just gonna stay on the road, honestly. And it's stopped raining. Okay. So we can just kind of stay on the road here. And yeah, over there is the woodcutter. And so, yeah, so in the early Middle Ages, agriculture, the rapid growth of towns required extensive deforestation. Reforestation was not yet being done, so by the 15th century, some areas had even fewer forests than today, and that the regions around towns were completely devastated. Logging was done by woodcutters. The primary tool was a large single-sided axe and a long handle or a haft, while various wood wedges and hammers were used to split the lumber. Transport of lumber from distant areas was difficult, which led to using navigable waterways down which the lumber was left to drift freely. Yeah, so this is exactly what we have encountered at Crazel's Mill, right? Hello! Let's just try to get small, we can drink, wash ourselves. But we'll definitely have to get some rest. I wonder, can we talk to these guys?
The other day for a great price.
What good's a boat to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
So they're gonna
Did you
store
hear
the
the king
logs
himself
here,
announced that
and then
everyone
it's probably
should have
gonna
a
get
good bow on hand?
transported to
Which
someone.
king would that be?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Would call
Hi-yo.
it Foreman. Hello.
How's the forest work going?
It's misery. The trees in the rocks are as twisted as a pig's tail. There's bugger all coin in felling them.
Why are you felling here exactly?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Before, we was cutting hard timber for the building works in Trotsky. But
Okay.
since the job's been done, we only cut for Lord Semine. He gets a bit of coin in the town for it, but I say them local pine trees is miserable wood for building.
How do you get along with the nomads? They don't live that far from here, right?
How do you think? I try to keep an eye on them so as they don't get under my feet here. Old Lord Semine's a good-hearted gent, and he keeps a protective hand over them. But I've seen a thing or two, and I reckon it'll come back to haunt him.
How do I get to the nomads camp?
It's easy. Just follow the road from Semine to the west, till the end of that long meadow. And keep going till you reach the forest. You'll see their wagons there. Take care, friend.
Okay. Interesting. And so we can... What is this? Oh yeah. Nope. But pretty cool spot, honestly. I think we'll do need to make a screenshot here. For the thumbnails. Wait.
Interesting.
Interesting. That will get a good photo, guys.
What a view.
Did you hear about
Wait,
what
what?
happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka stream.
What
What,
then?
did you guys see that?
Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in a wheel on Sunday.
You're
They have
kidding.
literally the same clothes. What?
Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this, Miloboshka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current.
That's wild, guys.
The
They're
dead man had
literally-
been flowing down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone
the fuck?
noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it?
Nope.
Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
My words.
Well, I'll be going now. Farewell.
God bless.
I'll be going, and they're literally right next to each other. Interesting. They literally have the same clothes. So we'll have to. I think we're now on the merge here, so maybe we can just. Now we know where we are, right? Crystal's Mill's already down there, so we'll just have to find a way on how we get down there. That's the other question. That's an interesting looking tree. Seems like it got burned. Oh, maybe they did use, they have... they had in Middle Times, was the Middle Ages, the chance to, like, burn the forest. So that not only the tree was gone and you had space for, like, agriculture, but the thing is also with burning all the trees, you had a pretty much burned soil. And that soil was, if I remember correctly, pretty decent for agricultural use, or even better than the normal dirt. So you sometimes see these methods here, especially like in Switzerland, where I'm coming from. This was kind of like a usual way to get more land and also, you know, or get the land far more easily efficient and also get a decent soil. Where's that night, guys? Since when do they have such cool shields? This is like a guard?
Huh?
Hornet.
Hey, you!
No, I don't think. I'm scared. Yeah, we need to get some sleep right now. That is for sure. And I probably lost my book as well. Yeah, it's not gonna get. It's not there anymore. Shit. God damn it. Unless it's in here, but I don't think so. I don't think I did put it back. Never mind, it is in here. Okay, even better. Yeah, alright, I remember. I still did put it back. My bad. So we're at 68 HP. We could sleep up to like 100. No, I still want to spend some time here in the afternoon. Like checking out the mill or finally checking out the mill and talk to and learn pickpocketing and so forth, right? Because we need that for our work at Crazel. And obviously, we can save the game finally. Oh, there is no way, man. There is no way. Oh my goodness, we have so much bad luck. It's insane. Ah, oh, that sucks, man. So we literally got teleported all the way up here. We're now literally over here, guys. At Tachov. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Shit. Oh well, since we're here, I think we can have a look at these people now. Yeah, so this is one of the hardcore perks, right, where you are spawning randomly after sleep somewhere else, or there's a chance that you spawn randomly somewhere else. And so the thing is, I didn't, you know, in the normal hardcore mode, in KCD1, you didn't really go that far actually. You know, you did not spawn that far away from where you slept. So I'm actually...
Jesus Christ be praised.
Hello. This is the quest, so we're gonna talk to him anyway.
Where'd I...
But yeah, that's the thing, right?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could.
We got teleported.
My last
and,
two
yeah,
hands, well,
I can like sleepwalking
they're not
or
worth
something.
mentioning.
So.
And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan.
Henry of Skeleton.
You should
He
know,
seems pretty
Henry,
drunk though.
the blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
You know, I mean, since we're here, we can try it out, right?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
And
You can't make a sword out of butter.
the sooner
but
we
if you
get
don't
into
have
that
your own
skill,
stuff,
the better, right?
You can get everything
And we're
from the
obviously
chest in my forge.
very keen to learn that, since we're son of a blacksmith, right? Obviously. Okay, so we can take this, and then we eventually
Excuse
can
me?
sell it. Yeah, so we have the hunting sword. The hunting sword is the faithful companion of every hunter or poacher. It's usually used to finish off hunted game, but it's also handy for cutting kindling for a fire. Yeah, that's you know, that's the thing
Furnace
we...
is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in
We
the
have
fire.
already, right?
You have to heat it up a bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works better. You can tell the temperature by the color.
I have to burn it a little bit more over there.
You have to take it out and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want.
A bit more.
Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Alright, let's do it. I can.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
Alright.
So what then? If you can't handle it, I'll have you make nails instead.
Dude, how long does it take to like recover the stamina?
Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things.
We'll definitely have to get
including
more stamina.
myself.
Holy shit.
Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go.
Okay,
You've got to
sure.
put it back
Alright.
in the furnace from time
That's
to
it.
time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Yeah, but, I mean, you know,
It's heated up now, so come over
the
to
more
the
practice
anvil.
we have, obviously, the better we can deal with this. In a matter of time, right?
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes.
Well. Oh, we need to eat something. Yeah, we will do. In a second.
The ring you want.
Imagine hitting the target.
See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the
Let's
rhythm
make
going.
it a bit warmer again, guys. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, we don't really have that much stamina anyway, right? So we'll have to be kind of like pretty careful on how we're dealing with this. That's the thing. Alright.
Sparks. That's the stuff. There you go. We've got
Okay.
it finished. All that's left is
I guess.
temper it.
Let's see how good it is. I mean, this is our first try, and obviously we don't really have the skill yet, so I think... And obviously we're lacking stamina, so I think we're getting there. Maybe we can help him a bit. Right? While we're doing this job here. Now that we're here anyway, and we had to talk to him anyway, or unless Henry's that keen to get more into pickpocket. But then again, oh, it's quality tier 3, guys. Beautiful, it did work really well. Then again...
Right. Let's have a look.
You know, Henry...
Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
You know,
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
information
It
here.
makes you work to a rhythm.
And
You
the
won't
more
get tired
information
so
you get, the
quickly,
more we
and
get
the
into
iron
blacksmith,
feels
right?
it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks.
That's a
That's
good
all I
amount
need
of
to know.
information,
You
right?
can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And
That's
there's a
good.
chest where you can keep your things.
Even better.
And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Well, that's good to know.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right
Oh,
away.
beautiful.
You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really
Axes
need is
and
axes and
horseshoes.
horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Okay, I guess... You know, it's early in the morning and I think we can do this, right? So he gave us information here, yeah. But how many do we need to craft? It doesn't seem it's a quest. Unless... Come it.
You said you have some more interesting work.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Vincent.
Okay, so
and
they
Francie.
he already
They
gave us
drove
some
off with
quest.
a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo.
Oh, go to
Go to
Semin.
Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Oh, beautiful. We'll have to go there anyway eventually.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the
Yeah,
way.
more information the better.
Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road
So we have
to
literally
Semin that
two
can take a
main
cart.
quests
It
right
leads
now
from
going
Takov
on.
to Truscovitz,
Kind of like in the same area.
and then to
or
the south.
Close by
But
at
I've
least.
got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Those two hands of yours, Ventsa and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll
So
get
we'll
right
see
on it
if we
then.
can
Go ahead.
find it.
And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're gonna probably try to get those smithing skills together. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next
I ate
episode.
something.
Yeah, we'll need to eat something, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Yeah.